Alright, I don't 100% know if we are live. Let's double check it. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we are live right now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the YouTube live. Actually, let's make sure that we have audio. And audio is all good. And then we'll start on TikTok. Yo, yo, yo. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Let me restart that. All right, 3, 2, 1. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the free live masterclass where I'm going to go over how to make $10,000 a month with appointment setting, and I'm going to break down absolutely everything that you need to know about appointment setting so that after this video, you'll know exactly where to start, okay? So basically, we're going to just go, for beginners, we're going to go from everything that you need to know, from how it works, how to, what you're selling, what you're promoting, or what you're appointment setting for, who needs appointment setters, and then we can go from there. And after it, I'll show you guys the steps on how to start. So let's get to it, boys. Let's get one of these going. Cheers to you, cheers to me. Bro, I've been downing these like crazy. I put all the mini marts around me, or in the area that I'm living in, out of stock of white monsters. Okay, so what I really need to do first is make sure that my links are all working and then everything's all good. So I'm going to go live here on TikTok. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Go live. Okay, cool. I'm just going to have this open here, but I'll be able to flip and change from the no sound detected. What's going on here? Yo, yo, yo. Why we got no sound? Yo, 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 yo. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. On the TikTok chat, can you guys hear me? Are we all good? Are we all good? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay. Let's get to it, boys and girls. Okay. I'm going to have to remove this real quick. And I'm going to chuck the YouTube live stream up here so that if there are any questions on this chat, we'll be able to see them. All right, we got one person on the live stream. Let's go. All right. So, 10K a month with appointment setting blueprint. So this is going to be, like I said before, everything that you need to know about appointment setting and the steps. And everything that we're going to be covering today will be a appointment setting guide for dummies, basically. So let's get into it. Let's get to it. And it's basically, and it was exactly how I went from working construction, even working FIFO. I remember living week to week because I was on one source of income. And I was just lost with life. I didn't know how to get ahead. I wanted to make money. I wanted to get started with this, but I didn't know how. And I wish I had someone showing me the ropes. Now, eventually I did. And that's what then led to me becoming this person here, and the person I am today. I can go wherever I want, I can travel, as long as I have this thing, I can make money, and obviously Wi-Fi. So it's a skill that you learn, it's not really a business model. It's a skill set that you learn, and then you provide that skill set to business owners and companies. And then that way, basically, no matter what happens in the market, you'll always be able to make money. So the problem with like drop shipping, the problem with day trading, I guess, social media marketing, all these different business models, is that when you say you get really good at drop shipping, okay, you find a winning product, let's say a pair of sunglasses. They get super popular, everyone's buying sunglasses, but eventually it's not going to be as popular anymore. We saw that with fidget spinners. So all those people that made heaps of money off fidget spinners eventually just went back to zero because they didn't have a new product to go to, okay? But with this, you can consistently make money because even if one, let's say, service goes super hypo, super viral, and it's high demand, you can be an appointment setter for that. But then eventually, maybe that dies down, then you can go to the next thing, and so on and so on. So this is the starting point. This is the starting point to any make money online journey. And I would say the best one, because this is the first skill that you're going to need, whether you want to just be an appointment setter and then to a closer, or if you want to run your own business, appointment setting is the foundation skill set that you're going to need for this. Okay. So, what is appointment setting? So what am I talking about? So appointment setting is essentially the sales process of finding potential customers, leads, and scheduling meetings or calls for sales representatives to present products with the goal of moving them further down the sales funnel, acting as a crucial bridge between initial interest and closing a deal. It involves lead research, qualification, outreach, either phone, email, or social media, and nurturing relationships until a mutually beneficial meeting is booked, allowing the full cycle sales people to focus on selling. So basically, you are the security guard. If you could imagine the sales process as going into a nightclub, you're basically the bouncer. So you're funneling through and qualifying leads that are interested in getting into the nightclub. Pretend the nightclub is buying the drink would be the product or service that you're selling. And your goal is to qualify the lead, understand if it can actually help them, and then funnel them into the nightclub, into the sales process. And then when they buy that drink, that's the closer closing that deal. So that's how it all works. Now, when we talk about deals there, these go from 4,000 all the way up to 50,000, 100,000, infinite. Anything from real estate, we'll go over everything, but anything from real estate to online courses to information about how mental health, that all has appointment setters. So it's super beneficial and it's a really good skill to have. Okay, so what does a day in the life look like as an appointment setter? So what would you be doing on a day-to-day basis if you became an appointment setter? I just want to see. Okay, so if you became an appointment setter, a DM setter for a fitness offer, let's say for a fitness offer, someone that's selling fitness, spends the day replying to messages from people who showed interest. They start conversations, ask a few questions about the person's goals, and see if they're a good fit. Most of the day is just texting back and forth in the DMs. So you don't need to post social media. You don't need to post videos. You don't need to sell anything. You're basically just messaging people. And you're getting paid to send messages, which I think is a win because you're already sending messages now. So you're getting paid to send messages, but you're sending them on behalf of the business. So for this is an instant, the fitness coach or mentor, whoever it may be, you are logged into their account and you're messaging on behalf of them and funneling their customers that are already interested in the product or service to the sales funnel, to the remote closer. So if someone seems interested, the setter shares a booking link and helps them schedule a call. Now, when they say interested, they've done a few qualifications, like we'll say on the fitness offer. Do they really need the fitness offer? Is this fitness offer going to work for them? Does it have a tailored plan for them? Can we actually help them? Because the offer, that the fitness offer that you're selling or that you're appointment setting for, may only help people go from being fat to losing 20 kilos. But you might get a lead or a customer that says, oh, I'm already, really good shape. I just want to get bigger. So the fitness offer doesn't really help with that. Now, the person that you're working for might have a different offer for that, but that person would actually be disqualified. So this is your job to figure out which one works and figure out who's a good fit and then funnel them through. Simple as that. So They also follow people who stop replying and haven't booked yet. At the end of the day, they check how many conversations and appointment setters they've booked, get ready for the next day. So just DM settings. So where do these leads come from? So a lot of this time, and there's a few things that you need to know about this, but when customers come to you as the appointment setters, where do they come from? So they come from paid ads from Facebook, Instagram, Google, or TikTok ads, where people opt in or they send a DM. So they come to and they reach out to the person. Inbound DMs, so this is the reaching out. People messaging a business after seeing content, stories, ads, something like that. An email list, so past subscribers or customers who showed interest before. CRM list, pre-generated leads given by the company. Referrals, so people that refer them to. Cold outreach sometimes, so cold calls, cold DMs, cold emails. Now, I've never done cold outreach as an appointment setter. I probably wouldn't recommend it because it just sucks. And you really don't want to, it's just so frustrating to constantly be calling people over and over and over again. So you want to stay away from that. Now, where are leads not coming from? So where do you, if you go for a role, an appointment setting role, and the lead's not coming from here, run for the hills, okay? So you finding your own leads, so scraping DMs, buying random lists, mass cold messaging, these are all red flags. If the company expects you this, but still calls it appointment setting, they're not. So if the leads are coming from friends and family, legit businesses don't rely on personal networks. Another one is unqualified random lists. So old data, no opt-in, no interest shown, leads won't respond and kill your numbers. So if you've also got to pay for leads, so never do that. You should never spend your own money to do your job at all. So if you're coming to do a role, appointment setting, you don't need to spend money to get the leads to talk to. It just doesn't make sense. And next one is, so they're saying warm leads, but they're actually cold. This I would definitely, so if there are no ads, no content, or opt-in exists, they're mislabeling cold outreach. Social media comments only, with no follow-up system, low intent, less backed by ads or funnels, no clear source at all. If they can't explain where the leads come from, that's a big warning sign. So these are just a couple of things to be really looking out for if you're going to be doing this. And also good questions to ask if you're going for an interview or if you're starting a role. Okay. Now, how do setters get paid? So if you're an appointment setter, how are you going to get paid? How much are you going to get paid? What does the payment structure look like? So appointment setters are typically paid in one or a mixed of these ways. Okay. So first is like an hourly or a salary wage, which I think is pretty good. So your fixed hourly wage or a monthly wage or a monthly salary, common in house rules. So this is good, but this is also can be bad. If it's still, you could be, let's say a flat 4K a month that you get, still good. You know that you're going to get paid that every single month, which is really, really good. But also, no matter how hard you work, you're still going to earn the same money. So to me, I think, yes, it's good because it's stability, but also there's no incentive to do well and to progress forward. Per appointment, so you can get paid like per appointment that you book. So it could be like even $100 per appointment. So let's say you book 10 to 15 leads, which is definitely possible. 10 to 15 booked calls a day. It's $1,500 a day. Okay, a set amount for each qualified appointment booked, often only if it shows up. So that as well. So if you book a call and it shows up, then you get paid because then you've done your job to your best ability. And then when they do show up on the call, then it's the closers, it's in their, it's the ball's in their court basically. But basically that is you doing your complete job. Your job is just to get them on the call, bring them into they come into the DMs, qualify them and get them onto the call. The closer closes that deal, all good. I think this is really good, depending, even if you're getting a salary and then you're getting per call that books in and it shows up, that's really good. Commission based, so this is something that I was mainly on, where it was just commission. So pay based on sales closed from the appointments they set, usually a percentage. So percentage here, for example, would be between 2 and 7% as a setter, starting off, and deals range from 4,000 to 100K plus more. So let's say a 15K deal, that's very average. You can be earning between $300 to $1,050 on that deal, which I think is really good. If these conversations can take 15, 20, 30 minutes to come through, and then you're messaging them, you're booking them in, they get on the call, they close, let's say they pay the full amount, boom, you just made $1,000 in only a couple months work, only a couple minutes work. So, and from sending messages, you've just made your weekly wage of what you would make doing 50, 60 hours on the job site from a phone. So that's where the leverage is with this. Yo, we got 2 on the... I need to... Okay, well, okay. Also, I want to just jump on and show this here as a legit appointment setter role for property. So, I've made a massive mistake. Sorry, YouTube. I fucked that up. All good. All right. Let's see if that fixes up. All good. But anyway, what I was saying, so you can realistically earn between 2 to 7% on these deals as a setter. So even, for example, this one here is a sales consultant appointment setter for a property. So property real estate in Australia, it's fully remote, meaning you can literally go anywhere. It's full-time and it's paying 75 to 80K per year plus super, up to $120,000 a year. So that's including all the commissions. So yeah, about $10,000 a month that you can be earning from booking in appointments. I think it's pretty good. This posted 3 days ago as well. I'll show you how to actually get these roles and which one to really look for. But yeah. All right, let me just quickly change this for a second. Yeah, sorry guys, in the YouTube, I forgot to move this thing. My bad. But we're good now. If you guys have any questions on the YouTube, let me know. Also on TikTok, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, so what are the potential earnings with appointment setting? So I showed you the potential of like how it all works. Let me show you some actual real results of people that have made money, and so you can see for yourself. So first we have Huddy, 19, or this is him referring one of his mates. So these, oh God. Let me just move this over here. So $19,000 in a single month as an appointment setter. So this is one of the students in the community. So he came in at late April 2025, 25 years old, fully qualified plasterer. So this is someone with no experience whatsoever, has gone from working a trade, in Victoria, to then even being scammed previously over $80,000. All right, so this is someone that already was skeptical about sort of online stuff and being able to make $19,000 in a single month. Crazy stuff right there. So next one here is we have Freddie, who was able to make £900, which is 1,800 AUD in just 2 days with appointment setting. And I'll read this one out. So forgot to mention, to be honest, because it was a little while ago. However, I'm looking for a new position or an SDR position. I was appointment setter for this guy, absolute dog. Took me under his wing and not only helped me with my sales side, but also my mindset. I'm not in a transition learning for SDR, so he's moving up to SDR role, but he was able to make this with the skills that he learned. So he learned the skills and able to make pretty much more than what he was making at his job in just 2 days. So this is the potential. Next one we have here is Kieran, who was able to make £350 in one single day. Now that's about 700 Australian dollars in one single day from appointment setting. So this may not be as big wins as you usually see in here, but after just 49 days of being a part of the community, I have hit my biggest day yet, making £350 or 480 USD, 700 AUD, which I'm absolutely stoked about. It would have taken me a full week in my part-time job to make this amount, which is a bit mad. In the last 49 days, I haven't took one single day off, and I have just been solely focusing on achieving what I set out to do, which isn't even close to being completed, but every day is one step forward towards it. So it took him that many days to actually achieve that, but this is his biggest day so far. But now he has that skill. It's not just luck. He's obviously worked towards it. He's obviously got the right training from our community, and he's been able to make that in a day. So let's go, Kieran. Oh, fuck, that's funny. Does pace from your sweet days still help out? Yeah, bro. Every day, every fucking day. Especially lifting those rods, man. This helps me with my appointment setting. Okay, so what sort of products and services do setters deal with? Okay, so it's like a lot of people think that when you're dealing with online stuff, or I guess if you're appointment setting, you have to be appointment setting for people that are selling courses, or you have to sell courses. Very far from the truth. So anything from like, even in the trades, you still have appointment setters. Okay, so people that are booking in jobs, people that are ordering, like fucking materials and all that, those are appointment setters. And most of them will work from home as well. So home services, roofing, HVAC, plumbing, solar, home improvement products, medical and health services, fitness and personal training services. So that fitness offer, like I was talking before, business coaching and consulting. That's a big one. These ones, that's like B2B. Marketing and advertising services. So let's say a company wants marketing, and so you have appointment setters with them. They can be talking to multiple different companies at a different time. So they don't have people, or the business owners aren't dedicated to go, or they don't have enough time to go to each different business. So that's why they hire the appointment setter. Financial services, insurance, loans, investments, software and business tools, and then real estate services as well. Now there's a lot more of them, but these are the main ones. And also just to put some proof out to you guys, this is some of my earnings here. So this is I think it was my first $20,000 month, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was massive, going from FIFO, going from construction. Let me just chuck this camera on charge. We good. Really hope this thing doesn't overheat. Anyway, okay. So yeah, to go from working FIFO at Swick to earning $20,000 in a month. Crazy stuff. Okay, so appointment setters workflow. So what does a day, what does your workflow look like as an appointment setter? In 10 steps. So let's say you're in the DMs, a lead comes through, a customer will come through to the DMs. Prospect reads your message and replies, or reacts. So you want to build rapport with them. So you get to know them, you get to know their situation, understand them, what they need. So ask soft context questions. You understanding their situation, pain, goals, current situation, like I was saying. Identify the problem. So what is the problem that they're facing? Let's bring it back to that fitness offer. Let's say the problem is they've been gymming a lot, but they can't lose the kilos because they don't have the right diet plan or something like that. Okay, so that's a problem. They're still going to the gym, they're still doing workouts, but they're eating Maccas after the gym. So it just cancels itself out. Anyway, you need to identify the problem, get them to confirm the gap or frustration that they're facing, and then you simply position the solution to them. So this is what I was saying, where you have to identify if someone is a good fit or not. If someone is a good fit, then you can help them with the solution, because the solution is what you're appointment setting for, right? But if you can't, you would disqualify them. So qualify the prospect: budget, need, authority, timing, like I was saying before. So if you've got, let's say, a $15,000 offer for real estate, right? $15,000 offer, and let's go business management. So business management, business owner reaches out to you. He does editing. Okay, he does editing, and the business that you're appointment setting for helps businesses grow, but it costs $10,000. Okay, but you also get the business to $100K a month. If this guy's 16 or 15 years old, you're going to disqualify him, because not a lot of 15-year-olds have 10 to 20, even money at all. So this is why appointment setting is so important and why it will never really get replaced, because you have link in bio, you have all these opt-in pages and everything, but nothing beats talking to an actual human, right? So then you got to transition to the call and book them in, handle the objections, book the call, confirm and hand off. So it's just that smooth process that comes through, but most importantly, understanding what they need, okay? And if you can actually help them. So these are some people that you may know that do appointment setting, or that have appointment setting in their business. So first we have Sam Millsap. You guys definitely know him. You've seen him popping off. So he coaches coaches on how to do a coaching program, generally for fitness. So he has appointment setters in his DMs. He also has closers. Now there was also that thing where he wasn't paying his closers or something like that, whatever. But he actively runs accounts. So if you text him, you'll get a message from an appointment setter. It won't be him, but it'll be someone logged into his account. So next one is Iman Ghazi. So massive guy in the online space. He runs appointment setters. This guy here, I've texted this guy for one of his fitness plans, and then he responded, appointment setter. Nathan Nazareth, appointment setter. So all of these people have appointment setters, and a lot of these are just the people in the online space. So you can obviously appointment set for them, but like I said, there are so many other different things that you can appointment set for, like this. So what is required for you to do this? Okay, first let's start what is not required. Okay, so what you don't need is you don't need to be super smart to do this. Look at me. You don't need to be an expert in technology. You don't need to do 10 hours a day. You don't need to invest thousands of dollars to start or to get this, and you don't need years of training. Big thing is that people get mixed up is I need years of training to get started with this. No. Let me find my live stream on. All right. What you do need, what is required, okay? So what is required with this is you need an iPhone, you need a computer, you need Wi-Fi, 1 to 2 hours a day. That's literally it, 1 to 2 hours a day. Motivation to keep with the good work ethic. Now, if you're already working a trade, if you're working FIFO, even if you're working a 9 to 5, you already have the work ethic and you already have the right work ethic to do this, okay? I wasn't smart enough. I didn't have this amazing breakthrough. I just simply shifted my energy from where I was and where I was putting my work ethic, and I just shifted into this. Only 1 hour to 2 hours a day. Okay, so that's it. Skills on how to do a appointment setting. So you actually need the skills for setting. The communication skills, understanding like how to talk to these people. But once you have those skills, no one can take away from you. That's the best thing about this. And these are quite easy to obtain, okay? Take maybe a month to learn if you're putting in 1 to 2 hours a day. That's it. So all of this here is bullshit. This here is what is actually required. So things that might be holding you back from starting an online side hustle, starting something to kickstart this, or even just genuine fear. So we have like fear, rejection. They don't want to hear no or get ignored. So lack of confidence, no experience. This is a massive one. Confusion about where to begin. So to handle the confusion about where to begin, this is what we're here for. Fear of sounding salesy. So people think also that when they come into sales that they're just going to be selling and not be actually helping people. It's kind of that Wolf of Wall Street thing. No. Okay. You only sell to people that want to buy the thing that you're selling. Okay. So you have the solution to their problem and you're selling them the solution. Tech overwhelm. Tools, software, and online systems feel intimidating. So yes, but also no. So for appointment setting, for example, you just need Instagram and your phone. I mean, I'm sure you're already using Instagram. Simple. Inconsistent income fear. So this is a big one with the appointment setting if you're working commission based, is sometimes your income is not going to be fully consistent. But along with that, sometimes it can be like overly, you can earn $1,000 in a day. Okay. This is why it's really good to have a salary and then have commissions so that you're going to get paid no matter what. Bad sales passing experience, imposter syndrome, and comfort zone attachment. This is the massive one. So staying in a familiar job feels safer and trying to do something new. This is why I always say for people to start this on the side and eventually work up till it matches your income. And then eventually, if you feel comfortable, you can drop your job. That's what I did. That's what I would recommend to everyone else. So I had these exact same thoughts. I had the exact same things that were going on. ANT said, communication skills are 100% top priority, something I lack but wish I to learn. Yes, 100%. Look, you can be the best DM setter, but if you lack communication skills, it can be difficult. But if you can talk to people, that's fine, okay? Some people think that when you want to learn sales, you need to be really good with your words and all that, but it's just having a normal conversation because you buy from people that you like and trust. If you don't trust someone, you're not going to hand them over money. So think about the same thing. If someone, even when you bro down with people, you would buy something from your mate because you know them, you trust them, you can have a conversation with them. So simply just learning that and adding that to a sales call or even a DM setting process, exactly the same. So this was me, okay? This was literally my life, okay? This is my life now. So I'm the same as you. I'm the exact same as you. I just started earlier. So I just started a couple months earlier. Don't let other people's opinions control how you live your life. So don't let what people think about you and how you're supposed to act, because that's the image and that's the person that people have a view in their mind. Don't let that hold you back from living your actual life. Simple as that. So you already have the work ethic and drive to make something work. So you're already working 8 to 12 hours a day. You're already working consistently every single week. You just need to shift even 1 hour a day to something that's going to give you more leverage and then hopefully set you free from the job or set you free, even add more money to the bank account. Simple as that. So focusing your energy into the right things. So that goes for that. And focusing on things that are going to make you more money in the long term. So like skills, high income skills, actual, not meme coins, not day trading, not gambling, actual skills that you can learn, okay? This here is a $13,000 flight, all right? I got this, I was able to afford this because of the skills that I learned, okay? This is my first house at 21. I was able to get this because I have my main job and I also have my other income. I combine them. Very simple. So, what are the actual steps to starting this? So if you're looking to get started today, these are the steps. So realizing that you can do this, the belief. So belief and the understand that you are the right person. All right. So you can do this. Step 2 is getting the right training. So for my mentors and my mentors that have trained me, Nah, that's not Mitchell in the PowerPoint there. That's me. Or that one. They're all me, bro. So, Brandon Mills. So the realization that, so my mentors, right, that trained me, the same ones that got me from this to this, have 5 spots open. So, for the people that are ready to start. Next one is to fully understand how to do it. Understand the frameworks, not scripts. So the worst thing that people mistake that they make is they go, oh yeah, I'm just going to learn a script and it'll be sweet. It doesn't work. Be confident in the flow of appointment setting. Hardest part, search and land for roles, which is, the mentors provide. 1 month, make your first 2K online. 2nd month, make your first 5K. 3rd month, make your first 10K. 4th month, leave your job if you want, optional. This is the exact method that I took. So everything is laid out for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in to the chat of the link for you to get started with this and for you to actually and for the best way to book in a call and then get your journey started. All right. Let me just move this down here. All right, so that link there, ladies and gentlemen, is the link for you to book in a call with the mentors, get the right training, get started with that, and that is what's going to take you from where you're at right now to where you want to be. Let me just put it into the chat on YouTube real here. Abdullah. Bro, text me on TikTok. That's my yeah, text me on TikTok. All right, let's get back into it. So, where's TikTok Studio at? Oh no. Lol. You probably did, bro. Last year, yeah, the best. Let me just fix this, man. Hold up. I don't know where the fucking thing went. Pretty close to my face. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I reached out to you last year or whatever on Instagram if you saw my message on Instagram. Yeah, I reckon I would have, bro. I don't have. So my Instagram is down at the moment, so that's why I'm going TikTok. I'm on TikTok Live. But are you still looking to get started, Brandon? And how do you even know Mitchell? What the fuck? But yeah, have you what's your situation right now, bro? Give me the details. But to end this here, conclusion. Appointment setting is the best side hustle. I would say it's the best way to get your foot in the door with this and to especially get your foot into the online space. So, but what you need and the gap of where you are right now to you making your first bit of money online and actually getting started is the skill sets. All right. So the roles and the jobs that are out there and the actually making that $5, $10, $20, $30,000 a month is a lack of skill set from you. Okay. So you don't have high income skills. I started with no experience, I started with no knowledge, and everything that I learned is from the right people, surrounding myself with the successful people, and through the same link that I just chucked into the chat, those are the exact same people that took me from working a trade, working FIFO, to then earning 10, 20, 30, all the way up to $70,000 in a month in my first year. Okay, so, and with that, the best way to be successful is just surround yourself and learn from someone that's already been successful in it. Very, very simple. So, that's where you can get started, book in a call, get the right training, and actually move the ball forward, move the needle forward, and yeah, start your journey because it's 2026. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean? All right, what's Brian said? Well, at the moment, I'm still waiting to hear back from the job, my June job, and they had the interview for. Oh, nice, bro, nice. Well, if you have any questions at all, bro, send me a message on just TikTok for now. And then that way you can, yeah, TikTok is the best way to text me right now. There will be a link in my bio for you to hit me up on my Facebook or even my number, on my WhatsApp, because that's the best point of contact. So I will, yeah, send me a message, bro, if you have any questions on that, and let me know how the interview goes. Is the interview for just a regular job, or is it for a high ticket sales job? Just a guy said, what eggs are... Wow, sorry, was going to ask, but my finger slipped. What the fuck? Cooper Ward is in the chat. Cooper, I'm finished, bro. I'm finished. Cooper Ward. Change your profile pic. Regular job, so it's trade tools. Yeah, fuck that. Need free game. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I've had 197 people join this live, bro. TikTok might be the new method. I did have a presentation, but I lost it. It's gone now. Method. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up here, ladies and gents. But thank you so much for coming. Thanks for coming, Cooper. And see you later. If you got any questions at all, yeah, hit me up on the DM and on TikTok. And yeah, cheers, boys. See ya. All right, YouTube, thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of it. So pretty much I just want to wrap it up with this. But basically, if you're someone of action, you're someone that wants to get started, it's 2026. A lot of people have been delaying. A lot of people have this New Year's resolution. They're going to start an online business. They're going to start a side hustle, but they never actually do it. If you want actual training, if you want to get started with this, I'll put a link under the video of this. And also, if you want to DM me, then hit me up on my TikTok. That's the best form of contact right now.